Hello and welcome back to another video by Simple Life Tarot. My name is Sahil Sharma, your trusted tarot partner and coach. This video is dedicated to our friends from the Leo zodiac sign because it's their birthday. So happy birthday, Leos. Your month has begun, and the reading that I'm about to do is for you, of course, for this month between July and August, and also something that's going to set the tone for you in the coming of this year, but till the end of this year. All right, so before I begin, if you're new to the channel or you're new to the account on Insta or even on Facebook, wherever you're watching this, please subscribe, follow, or like. And if you resonate with this reading, make sure you comment and let me know. That's really encouraging, and I can always bring you richer content in other videos as well. All right, let's dive straight into the reading. I've already picked out about 9 cards and also a card from my Oracle deck and also my Simple Life Tarot deck, which also has a hint of astrology in it. So, what does it tell you? So, before I even get there, people who do not know much about our Leos, who are Leos, what's their typical energy? So, let me quickly tell you that Leos are symbolized by the lion, the king of the jungle, which means a lot of leadership, innate qualities, right? They're driven by pride, they're driven by confidence, high self-esteem. They love to influence and control situations, because they are natural leaders. So that's who they broadly are, and there could be many other traits. Of course, they have a very compassionate heart, though. They have a big heart, ruled by number 5, which is the heart. It's symbolized by the heart. Okay, so a big heart, compassionate heart, but they have a certain style of doing things. Okay, so the king of the jungle always takes care of his people, her people. Of course, king is his, not the queen. So of his people, but in a certain way. He also wants to get the work done through them. Okay, so he has certain ways of leadership or leading the situation and people. So what's happening here is I've got a theme which is mostly around the emotions or relationships. So it seems to me that something around your relationships has been happening, or that has been highlighted in your life quite recently. So it could be a relationship in your personal life, professional life, your boss, colleagues, even if it's about your career. It could be a project that you started off with a colleague, another student, your classmate, could be somebody else. Could be a person in government as well. If you've started a new case, a court case, or file a new case for certain things that's related to you in your life, whichever way it is. So context, suit the context, pick what resonates with you, you can leave the rest. So, but relationships seem to be the highlight. So quite recently, it seems to me that you have made some choices which was not the most natural way of choosing for you, although you're very clear you want to do this and you don't want to do this. But this relationship that you began had some questions around it, and you had to put in a lot of brains, and your very natural, I think, enticing energy that entices you is a sense of getting control and influence over others, really dragged you or pushed you into this relationship because you thought that, hey, I'm going to have all my sort of influence. I'm going to put some structures and control and boundaries for this person. I'm going to direct this person and this relationship. But hey, that did not happen because you were thinking that you're going to get something out of this, maybe even at a monetary level, or maybe at a level just that can satisfy your pride, that satisfy your leadership traits, of having control, or sometimes ego as well if it's out of hand. It could be any of those things. But what has happened because of those actions that you took, it caused you a lot of disappointments because what you had thought about this friend, this whomsoever, this boss or colleague or whatever, right? Whoever those people are, they did not really meet up to your expectations. They did not meet your expectations, and now you're thinking, why did I do that? You're roaring in anger. You're roaring in anger, yet at the same time, disappointment. You're roaring actually because your very natural tendency of exerting influence over others and having that leadership control over situations is calling out that let me be free. I want to get my energy back, my most natural way of living life. But this havoc in your relationship has caused so much disappointment that you cannot see anything else. You cannot even see what have you learned in this situation, my friends. That's what's happening with you. Okay, so of course there are lessons to be learned. Because I haven't explained all the cards to you right now, let me focus on what I have. So I have a Sun card for the present. I have your Five of Cups, and I also have the Temperance card. Now the energy of the Sun, which is beautiful. It's you, Sun, Leo. Anyway, it's ruled by your Sun is your zodiac is ruled by Sun anyway, so that's pretty much prevalent. I've got the other deck again had Sun, so this is definitely your reading, Leo. So Temperance is a Sagittarius card, and Temperance really teaches or gives a message of determination. It gives a message of duality, at the same time maintaining some level of balance, if you will. Okay, it's moderation. That's the right word. It's moderation, and it's also a card of healing through moderation. So Sagittarius is actually a card that represents freedom. Now the beauty of this situation is to understand, and this is also the lesson. So listen to me very carefully here, Leos. Please put your guards down for a second. Okay, this is not a leadership lesson or a leadership session, not a lesson session that I'm giving you. Accept this with an open heart, if you will, because this is going to really help you heal yourself and go towards a lot of success and achievement that's coming your way. I'm going to talk about that pretty soon. Moderation is a sense of freedom that people achieve. Okay, how? Just taking a quick example of any disease that you get, which requires certain kinds of moderation in your lifestyle, maybe food or whatever, right? That doctor really suggests you. The moment you create that moderation, you get the sense of freedom of trying everything out. Let's say if it's related to food. So if you want to control a certain disease which is related to food or overeating or whatever, right? Or eating the healthy food, then if you start creating the moderation and eat healthy food along with a little bit of junk here and there, right? Then it can still give you a happy life. They can still give you freedom of trying a variety of things. That's the same thing. If you're only focused on exerting influence and power over others, and that's the only drive you have, and you're not being considerate of other people's drives and motivations, then that's where disappointment comes in. And I'm not blaming you completely here. I don't even know what the situation is because you know that the best. It could be just simply the other person. I don't know the situation. That's why I always recommend personalized in-depth readings that you can book with me. But here, it seems like it is you. You want to exert something through the Sun. You're not getting it. You're feeling disappointed. Okay? So the lesson here is ask yourself some challenging and tough questions if you can. Face yourself, sit in front of the mirror, roar there, okay? But ask these questions to yourself. What is that, and who is that? Who is the actual cause, or what is the cause of this disappointment? Is it you? Is it something else? Is it the other person, or something else on their part? Whatever that is, okay? You need to create a sense of moderation. That's the lesson for you at least. Forget about somebody else that you can't even control. If you can control yourself, self-leadership is the best leadership to start off with before you lead others. Okay, so temperance, moderation, definitely that'll give you a sense of freedom. And healing, that's a kind of healing for your own life, because that's going to go a long way for you. There's a Judgment card in the future, the Six of Wands, and the Star card, really telling me that the future is very promising for you. The Pluto, the Judgment card, the underworld, right? It's the inner thing that you have to work around with. You have to work with this internal turmoil, learn the karmic lessons of the past, and you will be provided a chance for renewal, a new energy that can be rewarding for you in the future. What kinds of rewards? Well, here it is, Six of Wands. Very clearly. Okay, Six of Wands, you will be rewarded through people's recognition, acknowledgement, the work that you do for others. And when I say you do for others, there's the reason I say that you will be engaging in a humanitarian kind of energy, because you will start to consider other people's skills. You will be more considerate towards them. You will understand their drives and motivations and whatnot. This is coming through the Star card, the energy of the Aquarius, humanitarian. You want to do more for the people. You are in this collective energy of achieving collective success. The World card is here too. It's success, definitely. It's triumph over your entire journey. And it's also the Saturn card. So Saturn always teaches you to go through this entire learning curve, learn all the karmic lessons, and finally achieve moksha, or the liberation, if you will, through a greater amount of healing. Okay, there's definitely hope. There's definitely a lot of love and acknowledgement from other people. If you learn your lessons of moderation here, stop exerting. This is 21st century. Stop exerting your force and pressure, under the tag of leadership. If that's the case, that is, and be an adaptive transformation leader. Adapt to the situations. Work with people, not just This is a new type of lion who works in partnership with people, not just lead by themselves. Keeps other people down at another level. Okay, so I'm just running out of time, I know, through this video, so I'm going to keep it short. And I already had a sun card here. Our oracle card that I had says the rejuvenating rain. Okay, and clear the past, heal the present. Very clearly, I already talked about healing. You have to let go of the past that has happened, learn about the lessons, move to the future. The beauty of this card is it talks about water, which is the rain, the rejuvenation of the judgment card, right? Water and fire. You are a fire sign. I'm talking about water. Use more water, which means just to tone your exuberance a little bit down, because not everybody is able to handle your way of being, your innate leadership abilities. Everybody is different. Every individual is unique. So let's embrace each other's qualities, strengths, and development areas, and work on ours too. Okay, and this will be a life-changing. I have a lot of major arcana cards. Remember that. This attitude and adapting to this practice of acknowledging other people as well, and having a collective mindset, growth mindset, will change your life. It will change a drastic element in your career or personal life, or whichever way you operate in, to the best degree that can serve you best. So it will take a lot of courage, lions or the kings. Hey Leos, you have that courage in you anyway. All you have to do is let the guard down, let a little bit of ego just go, and work on yourself. That will be the real leadership for you. Okay, use some water. You can actually take some, practically I'm saying now, you can meditate. Of course, you can use some water meditation techniques to tone yourself down, keep yourself a little bit cooled off. You can also have a fountain in the north side of your house or office, wherever you work in. That's going to keep the energy of the water flowing for you, and it'll really help you. And you can do tons of other water activities at a physical or emotional level too. You can listen to the sounds of music, of water flowing. So it's the flow of water that's going to keep you cooled off and also moving at the same time. All right, so I'm going to sign off for now. If you want your detailed contextualized, personalized readings, you can always go to simplelifetarot.com, book a reading there. You can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching, or on Instagram, simply at Simple Life Tarot. This is Sahil, your trusted tarot partner. I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll catch you soon in another video. Adios. Take care.